Hey guys, Lauren Losing here, and I figured I would try to film an everyday makeup. It's not a tutorial, it's basically just what I do on an everyday basis for my makeup. This has been requested for a long time, and as I've mentioned in the past, if I wanted to, I could put a lot of effort into figuring out how to edit and stuff, but because I don't have that basic knowledge, and I've tried to figure it out a few times and I haven't been able to figure it out quickly. So this is just going to be start to finish. I'm going to be using mostly, if not all, drugstore products. I just figured it was going to be, if you guys wanted to use a specific product, it'd be the easiest thing to find. So I'm just going to get into it. I will warn you that I am not great at talking while I'm doing my makeup because usually I'm sitting here by myself doing my makeup, just listening to music or YouTube videos and not talking. So I'm also not one of those people who's naturally chatty. I suck at small talk. I actually despise small talk. So we'll see how this goes. However, I might take this opportunity to talk about some girly stuff because I don't imagine many guys in the community will be watching this. So I'm just using the NYX Stay Matte but not flat liquid foundation in the color 06 medium beige. I'm using this because one, it's the right color for my skin tone right now, and two, it has no SPF in it, and I'm going tanning today because I'm a very bad girl. So I'm literally just like smattering that all over my face, and then I'm using a flat top kabuki brush. This is the Morphe E31. They have some good brushes in the drugstore, but this is one of those brushes that they rarely ever make for the drugstore, and it's a very popular style of brush. So alright, so the reason I'm tanning is, so last year when I turned 30, I said, I'm going to start taking care of my skin. And I've talked about this a few times before. And after I went on vacation in April and went on that cruise after WSFA last year, I stayed completely out of the sun. Instead of just wearing SPF like a normal person and going outside, I like literally stayed out of the sun. And then I started like self-tanning over the past few months and remembered how much better I think I look with color on my skin. And I was like looking at some old videos from when I was tan, and I actually look thinner. This is so vain, but I'm gonna talk about it anyway. I looked thinner, my collarbones stood out more. So I decided that up until I won't be tanning anymore after plastics, that I would go tanning again. Let me just mention that you want to match your foundation to the color of your neck. A lot of people have a lighter face than they do than their chest and their neck because, you know, we wash our face more, we exfoliate our face more. So it's usually going to be lighter, so you don't want to match your foundation to the actual color of your face because then it will also turn out lighter. So you want to match your foundation to your neck, and then you also want to make sure that you're blending it down into your neck. You do not want one of those lines that goes around your face. It's not attractive. You don't have to put it over your eyelids if you don't want to, but I do. On a daily basis, I actually don't wear concealer. I don't have extremely dark circles. I do have some dark pigmentation in here, but on a daily basis, I really can't be bothered to take that extra step. I do, if I'm doing my makeup for like a day of work, I do usually wear a primer, but I just skipped it today. I'm using NYX blotting powder just to set everything. I do use a powder over my foundation before I go in with any other powder products like bronzer, because if you go in with bronzer and some of your makeup is still wet, it can be patchy. So that's just a tip if you're having a little bit of problems with that, is to just set all of your foundation first before you go in with other powders. However, sometimes people with dry skin don't want to set their makeup because they want that dewy look. I have combination oily skin. I am going in with the NYX Micro Brow in Ash Brown. So I just realized all NYX products so far. You can find NYX. NYX is sold many places, but I think their biggest selection is sold at Ulta. They're also at CVS, Target. I'm really bad at talking when I do my eyebrows, I'm sorry. I am one of those people who, I had awesome eyebrows when I was like 14 years old. I've gotten my eyebrows waxed once. Other than that, I've always done them myself. However, in high school, I ended up going way overboard with plucking, and now I am stuck with these like stumpy little eyebrows. I never tweeze my eyebrows unless I've filled them in first, because I've tried so hard to grow them out, and this is actually like grown out. My eyebrows literally like do not grow here anymore. I get like a random one like in the middle, and then I get ones down here, but they just really don't grow anymore. So to the people out there with full eyebrows, you are lucky. So I draw the end first, and I just fill in, you know, the shape that I want that I don't have, and then I fill in the front, and I do like little strokes going up so that they look more natural and it looks more like hair and not like I took a marker to my eyebrows. This is the general product that I use every day if I am looking for a more glamorous brow or super long lasting. Then I'll use the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade. Oh, I think I'm getting a pimple in my eyebrow. Do you guys ever get those? Like, oh, they hurt so much. Yeah, so that just, it's way more pigmented. It's very easy to draw on an unnatural brow with that stuff. So it takes some practice to make it look natural. I like a semi-bold brow, but more natural looking brow. Like, because I don't have a lot of brow hair, I have a small face, I just don't want it to look like I painted on my eyebrows. I don't like them super dark. I know people who have like ombre blonde hair who use a darker brow pencil than I do. I want them to look naturally full. All right. I'm proud of myself actually for talking through this whole thing and not hating the way that these are turning out. There are just certain things that I can't talk through. I also feel like I started talking about a subject earlier that I completely forgot about now. I got this like little spot there that I didn't mean to get, and I'm just gonna literally spoolie it. So if you ever go too hard on your eyebrows with this product, you can always spoolie through it. People suggest spooling through it anyway, but because this isn't like the most pigmented product, and I feel like my eyebrows are a little sparse anyway, I barely ever spoolie through them. All right, did I put the wrong end? Okay. So next, have tattooed eyeliner, so I don't do eyeliner, you know, on a daily basis. I might throw on like a shimmery eyeshadow or something. So I guess I'll throw on some of this. This is just like a Physicians Formula shimmer strip. Actually, do I want to do that? No, I'm gonna do my, excuse me, I'm gonna do my bronzer next. Like I said, I was dropping shit. I'm just gonna do drugstore stuff on a daily basis. This has been my favorite bronzer, the new Too Faced Baked Sweetheart bronzer in Sweet Tea. It's very sheeny. It's like 2 different colors, but I'm gonna use the NYC Sun and Bronze in Fire Island Tan and my e.l.f. angled brush. So I don't contour on a daily basis, but I bronze in the areas that you would contour. It's just not as harsh. And then after I use like this angled brush, I might go in with like a fluffy brush or something. Girl talk. What is girl talk that we can talk about? I need to go on a date, I think, but my surgery is coming up in 5 weeks, so why would I want to start dating someone before I have my plastics? Like, I would have to tell them some like really personal, deep information right when we started dating. I mean, obviously not every date you go on is gonna be like the start of a relationship, but why? I don't know. I'm just kind of like, I haven't been on a date in a long time, since like October, but I've just been like focusing on myself, and do I really want to change that when I'm getting plastics in 5 weeks? I don't know. I also feel like dating is really hard for someone who is 31 years old and lives at home. I'm just gonna say it. This is the NYX Mosaic Powder in Truth. It's like another bronzer. I'm just gonna go in with a fluffy brush and use that. Yeah, it's an awkward conversation, I think, because I don't want to date someone who lives at home, but I don't know. It's just not an attractive thing to be 31 years old and living at home. It's what makes most sense for me right now. And I have, then I have to get into this conversation about my debt and the fact that I am paying for plastics. It's just an awkward conversation to get into, and I just don't think I feel like having that conversation right now. So, I mean, I could just, date and have fun and that kind of thing, but what if I meet someone that I actually like? Isn't that kind of the point of dating? I'm just going to go in with highlighter now. I'm going to use the Makeup Revolution Shimmer Brick Radiant. You can get this at Ulta also. This is, like I said, I'm using all drugstore products. I'm going to go more towards the darker end because I used the whole thing last time, and I used the lighter part yesterday or something, and I think it came out a little too light. I do highlight on a daily basis. I don't conceal, but I do highlight. Oh. That is much stronger on camera, but whatever. I think this is like a $5 highlighter too. I do highlight before. I think that's so funny how it looks on camera. I do highlight before I do blush. I just feel like the blush ends up melding everything else together. Also, if you do feel like you went a little too hard, just go back in with a powder brush. I'm going to use the NYX Ombre Blush in Soft Flush, and this is nothing but this is not soft. This is a like neon coral. It's not even showing up on camera the way that it actually is. It is straight up neon, which is scary to look at, but on your face, it looks so nice. So I'm just gonna take a Morphe E4 brush. It's just like an angled blush brush. So put that on my cheeks. I think it looks so nice in like the spring and summer time to have like a coral blush. I tend to go for like more mauvey colors in the fall and winter, but I definitely change up my makeup in the spring and summer and make it more bright. Just like I change up my wardrobe and like my nail color. I'm wearing no, that's a bad example. It's just a nude. But you know, I change up my look with the seasons, which I think most people or a lot of people do. I also don't have like a specific order in which I do my makeup. Obviously foundation first, but like then I tend to skip around. So now I will do my eyes, and I think that I'm actually just going to use the highlighter to slap a little bit of bronziness on my eyes. This is just a little $1 e.l.f. brush. This is the professional eyeshadow brush. I think I'm just going to go into like that middle bronze shade and maybe some of the lower. And I'm literally just going to put it, yep, perfect, on my eyeball. That's actually really nice. This is going to be like my new favorite thing. I haven't done this before. But my standard, which, I don't know, professional makeup artists might not agree with, I, like on a daily basis, just like to put a neutral shimmery shadow on my lid. I don't tend to do anything like on the lower lash line on a daily basis, but if I want to, I might just literally smudge the same thing underneath. Not gonna do it today, but. All right, mascara. I go back and forth with using a waterproof mascara. I'm not gonna do it today. It's just so much work to remove. I'm just gonna use the Essence I Love Extreme Crazy Volume Mascara. Essence, I think I talked about this in my like favorite affordable makeup video, but Essence makes the best drugstore mascaras, and they're all $5. They're $4.99. They're sold at Ulta. I think there are some other drugstores that they're sold at now, maybe Target. But this one, the like false lash one, the Lash Princess one, they make really awesome mascaras. I think actually a few weeks ago, Norvina, who is the CEO, or she's Anastasia's daughter. So Anastasia Beverly Hills, that makeup company, Norvina is basically the whole head of that company. She was talking about this mascara on her Snapchat a few weeks ago. All right. When I was saying that I go back and forth between, oh my god, I have this like sparse area right here on my eyelashes that is killing me. I must have lost like a clump recently because, oh, it's bugging the hell out of me. So I was saying I go back and forth with using waterproof mascaras. I meant for my upper lash line. I always use waterproof mascara on my lower lash line because if not, it will smudge. All right, so this is where I'm not going to go low end. Where is it? I guess I will. Hold on one second. All right, so this actually isn't waterproof, but it's water resistant. It's the CoverGirl Clump Crusher mascara. I usually always just use my Givenchy or whatever, I can't speak French, Phenomenize waterproof, but I'll use this today. So we didn't really have girl talk, sorry. I feel like plastics is kind of girl talk too. Like, I'm so excited to get my boobs done. I'm nervous, obviously, for like, I'm way more nervous for this than I was my weight loss surgery, because I feel like I don't want to have unreasonable expectations, but I just don't know how things are going to turn out. So anywho, so that's it. My last step is going to be lip gloss. I just wear a lip gloss basically on a daily basis, especially in the spring and summer. This is the NYC Big Bold Plumping Lip Gloss in, I have no idea what color, but it's like a corally pink color. It has a massive doe foot wand. I just slapped that on there. That's a little more pigmented than I was expecting. So that's it. That is my everyday makeup routine. Super easy, much longer than it usually takes me because I was talking through the whole thing. But I hope you guys liked it, and until next time.